Hello, friends, family, students, and all. Welcome to Weekend Wellness with Miss Deach. If you'd like to join me today in my second attempt at teaching a full-length class, go ahead and change into something comfy, grab your mat, and we will go ahead and get started today. So once you have yourself all situated and ready to go ahead and we're going to start in a comfortable seat. So if that is crisscross applesauce for you, go ahead and take that version of a comfortable seat, or maybe you take hero's pose, where you're sitting on your heels like so. I'm going to go ahead and start in hero's pose today. If hero's pose is not accessible to you, you can always use a block under your sits bones at whatever height. And sometimes that makes it a little bit more comfortable if your bottom has trouble coming down to the heels. So you can find that version of an easy seat. Crisscross applesauce works just fine, or full expression of hero's pose like I am taking right now works as well. And go ahead and place those palms onto the tops of your thighs by your knees, right above your knees. And go ahead and close those eyes or find a soft gaze in front of you and just begin to focus the mind and notice the breath. As we begin here today, don't try to change the breath at all. To start, just notice it. Turning inward, breathing. Thanking yourself and having gratitude for the fact that you have the next 60 minutes to yourself to practice on your mat today. And to start us off, I'm going to go ahead and share a quote with you. And that quote today, keeping your eyes closed and breathing still, is looking behind, I am filled with gratitude. Looking forward, I am filled with vision. Looking upwards, I am filled with strength. Looking within, I discover peace. I thought that was a beautiful quote to share with you all this early Saturday morning. And in respects to that quote, today I want us to go ahead and create a mantra for our practice. Okay, an I am mantra. So you can choose whatever is calling to you for that mantra. Maybe you want to invite a little more peace into your life, maybe gratitude, maybe strength. That's been one of my favorite mantras recently, is I am strong. And I try to just repeat that to myself over and over in my head as I practice. Whenever my mind starts to wander, I start worrying about the to-do list and what I need to do after class, I just go back to that mantra and repeat to myself in my head, I am strong. I am strong. So maybe you'd like a little more peace in your life and you want your mantra to be, I am peaceful. I am peaceful. Maybe you need some love right now. And your mantra could be, I am love. I am love. Maybe you've been getting sucked into that negative cycle of negative self-talk lately. And you need a mantra of, I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Or I am enough. Or maybe just, I am okay. if that's how you're feeling today. So whatever your mantra is, go ahead. And as you notice your inhales and your exhales, clear the mind and just repeat to yourself, I am strong. Inhale, I am beautiful. Inhale, I am whatever it is you want to invite more of into your life or you want to embody in your practice today. And we're going to start to increase our inhalations and exhales, making that breath deeper, transitioning into that deep belly breath. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, and exhale 1, 2, 3. Making it a little longer the second time. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. And exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. And last collective breath together. We inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding at the top. And then exhale, sigh it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And starting to find a little movement with our warm-up flow, we are going to inhale those arms up high towards the sky, looking up. And exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more times. We inhale those arms up towards the sky, palms meet up high, and inhale back down to heart center. Last time here, we inhale those arms up and exhale, hands to heart center. Finding a side angle stretch right now. We're going to go ahead and inhale those arms up and then bringing the left palm to the outside left knee, right knee, and dropping that right arm back behind us. We're going to find a gentle twist. So we're going to inhale here and then twist, looking over that right shoulder. Keeping it nice and gentle here. You haven't started moving or shaking. Our bodies are just beginning to warm up. And go ahead and gently coming out of it, inhale, both arms up, coming forward. And then exhaling, twist to the other side. So we exhale our right arm on our left outside knee, bringing that left arm directly behind us. And twisting, gazing over the back left shoulder. And breathing. Inhaling to any tightness or stiffness we feel. And exhaling, letting that tightness grow and twisting a little bit deeper. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, slowly coming forward. And now, since I screwed up my cueing, we're going to actually do the side stretch. So we're going to inhale our arms up. And exhale, right palm to mat, left hand reaching over to that right side of the room, stretching out that side body. Inhaling to any tightness. That right elbow is soft and bent. And feeling that nice, yummy stretch in the left side of our bodies. And we're going to inhale our arms up. And exhale, left palm to mat and right hand reaching over to the right side of the room. Gentle side stretch. Left elbow can be soft and bent here. I really want to be extending and reaching over to the left side of the room with our right hand, extending long. Feeling that yummy stretch of our side body opening up. And gently lower that right arm, coming back to center. And we're going to find our first tabletop of the class. So coming onto all fours, pressing our palms firmly into the mat, spreading those fingers wide. Our shoulders should be directly under our wrists. And we're going to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to start with some cat-cows to warm up our spine. So inhale, drop the belly, send the gaze upward. And exhale, round the spine, coming into our cats. Halloween cat back here. And inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, round the spine. Drop the head heavy. Neck should be long. Let gravity take over with the head here. Maybe you shake it yes or no. That feels good in my body. But whatever feels good in your body, remembering that yoga, continuing with our cat-cows on your own at your own pace here, matching it and linking the movement with your breath. And again, remembering that yoga is all about doing what feels good in your body. If something hurts or doesn't feel right, don't do it. If you want to sit in child's pose for the entire 60-minute duration of this class, by all means, go ahead and do that. Yoga is all about you and your body and your experience. Couple more here. Inhaling, dropping that belly, gazing upward. Exhale, rounding the spine. And coming back into a neutral tabletop position. We're going to do our first low lunge here. Stretch out the front of our hips. So go ahead and step your right leg forward and up to the top of your mat, in between your palms. Finding your stability here first. Back leg, foot should be flat down on the mat here. And then we're going to inhale those palms to the knee, the front right knee here. And inhale, remembering that mantra we created for ourselves when we find our mind starting to wander. Go back to that mantra and the breath. Be in the present moment. Repeating to yourself, I am peace. I am calm. I am beautiful. I am strong. And we inhale the arms up and extended towards the side, dropping those shoulders down and back away from the ears. Maybe you gaze up. Maybe you just keep your hands here because that feels good. Whatever feels good for you. Knee should be directly over that ankle joint. And we breathe into that back leg hip flexor. Letting it feel good. Exhale, palms to mat, framing that front right foot and finding our neutral tabletop. Once again, we're going to do a cat-cow to rinse the body out a bit. So inhale, drop that belly, find that upward gaze. Exhale into our cat, rounded spine, neck heavy and long. And exhale into neutral tabletop. Low lunge on the other side, stepping that left foot up in between our palms, front leg at a 90-degree angle with our knee directly over our ankle. Back knee should be directly over the hip joint. And we inhale our palms to the front of our top thigh and breathe. I am peace. I am calm. I am strong. Inhale those arms up towards the sky, looking up, gazing up, finding your balance, and breathing. I am strong. I am peace. I am beautiful. Stretching out that right hip flexor. Exhale, bring those palms down to frame the front left foot. Press them firmly into the mat. And we're going to go ahead and step our left foot back, finding our first plank pose of the practice. So go ahead and turn those right toes under, lift that knee up off the ground, and step that left foot back to meet the right foot, finding our first plank pose. And because this is our first plank pose of practice, if you want to take modified plank and have those knees down, go ahead and do that. Whatever, again, feels good to you. If you prefer to do modified plank throughout the entire class, please drop those knees. Or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, keep them lifted, okay? Making sure our bellies are tucked in and strong here. Our shoulders should be directly under our wrists, and we're gonna hug the elbows in towards each other and slowly lower down to our bellies. Okay, so slow and control, inhale and exhale, lower down. Flipping the feet to the top of the feet are on the mat. And we're gonna inhale into Cobra, finding our first back bend. So we inhale, lift the chest. Palms should be light. You should be able to lift them up. You want them underneath your shoulders. Neck should be relaxed, looking out in front of you. And exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale up to Cobra. Feel the stretch in the lower back. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, Cobra. And exhale, forehead to mat. Okay, coming into downward facing dog, either from tabletop, so you push yourself up, you find your tabletop again, and then curl those back toes, lift those hips up high towards the sky, press those heels down, extending the arms long, pull those shoulders back down your back body and breathe. Or if you don't want to come through tabletop, if you want a little more of a challenge, you can come push yourself up through plank pose first, and then push yourself back into down dog. So whatever is part of your practice and feels good to you, Go ahead and do that. And in our first down dog, let's go ahead and start walking that dog, bending one knee and then the other, stretching out those calves and those back legs, really pulling those hips high and back and walking out that dog. Letting it feel good. Waking up the body here. And go ahead and find some stillness in your down dog. Remembering to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Letting it feel good and yummy in your body. And we're going to inhale, walk those palms back towards your feet. Meet your feet for our first forward fold. Let that head hang heavy. Have a generous bend in those knees because this is our first forward fold of class. And our legs may be a little tight still. So let this feel good. Have those knees bent, head heavy and hanging towards the ground, letting gravity pull it downward. Arms relaxed. And maybe you find ragdoll here. Grabbing your elbows and hanging. Finding a little movement, swaying back and forth, side to side. Opening up those back legs. And if you're in ragdoll, dropping those hands towards the mat. If you're not touching your toes, that's fine. Okay? We're all different. Our bodies and anatomy are all different, and that's okay. We're going to inhale to a halfway lift, flat back, neck extended long, crown of the head facing the front of the room, and stretching. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Putting a little bend in those knees and rolling slowly up to our mountain pose. Head and neck, the last thing to come up. Take those shoulders, roll them up towards the ears and then back down the back body and the spine. Hands turned outward, palms facing towards the front of your mat. Gaze soft in front of you. Standing up tall, mountain pose. Remembering here your mantra, I am. Breathing it in. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am peace. I am grateful. Embody that mantra. Bring your mind back to that mantra when that mind starts to wander. And high mountain pose, we inhale those arms up towards the sky, gaze up, and palms coming together at the top here, and exhale, forward fold, flat back down. Hands to shins or toes or mat. Letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Little bend in those knees. Swan diving this time. Up, flat backs. Nice and controlled. Hands up and extended into the air for extended mountain. Palms meet and exhale to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up, gaze up, palms meet. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling up into extended mountain. And exhale, palms to heart center. I am strong. I am peaceful. I am beautiful. And taking 3 full sun A's. Now we're going to inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, walking those hands out back towards the front of your mat. Coming into plank pose, booties down, straight long line, or modified plank on your knees. Hug those elbows in and lowering slowly down to the ground. Inhaling into Cobra pose, or maybe if upward dog is in your practice, you can inhale up into upward facing dog, pushing yourself up, extending those arms and lifting those thighs off of the ground. And exhale into downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze up to your palms, and we're going to walk, step, or hop our feet to our hands. So go ahead and maybe tiptoe your feet to meet your hands at the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands, step those feet back into plank or modified plank, the knees down, and we lower. And then breathing into our back bend, Cobra or upward facing dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. We're going to do that one more time to get the body nice and warm. So look up towards your hand, maybe bend those knees, walk, step, jump, hop, whatever you need to do to get those feet to meet the hands, go ahead and do that. Meeting at the top of our mat, coming into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, swan diving up to extended mountain. And exhale, palms to heart center. Okay. Coming into our first chair pose of the class. You should be feeling a little heat and warmth in the body right now after our warm up. So we're going to inhale those arms up. And exhale, sink that booty down into our first chair pose. Weight should be in the back of our heels. Toes should be light. You should be able to lift those toes up off the ground. Feet should be either hip distance, or you can bring those feet in a little closer. Maybe have your toes touching, and we're going to breathe here. Inhaling. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, grow heavy in that right foot, and then go ahead and start lifting that left foot off the ground, stepping that foot back so that it is at a 45-degree angle at the back of our mats, and coming into warrior 2 with extended T-arms, gazing strongly out over that front hand, bending that front knee so that the knee is directly over the ankle. Strong, straight back leg with the foot angled. And breathe. Feel the strength and power of your warrior 2 pose. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your front arm forward, and then we're gonna exhale into peaceful warrior, bringing that right arm up, left arm resting on the back of the left leg, remembering to keep that knee bent here. Maybe your gaze goes up to that right palm. Peaceful warrior. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling, hands back. Exhaling, hands back to T. We're gonna find pyramid pose. So go ahead and turn that back foot so that you're coming up on your toes, and then frame your right foot with your hands coming back down to the mat, and then step that left foot about halfway up towards the front of your mat. Straighten those legs and find your pyramid pose. So maybe you need some blocks here, okay, to bring that ground up to you, to meet your body and your needs. Okay, so your blocks can be their complete full extension, or maybe they're here, maybe they're here, or maybe they're a little more flexible. Your fingertips can reach the floor. Okay, this is a really great stretch for the back of our leg. So we're going to inhale deeply and exhale. Step that left foot up to meet the right at the top of your mat and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. And exhale into chair. Left side now. We're going to inhale and exhale. Step that left foot back at a 45-degree angle. Legs nice and wide. Bend that. I messed up, didn't I? Sorry, switch it out. My bad. Still learning, not certified until April, friends. So grant me some grace here. So again, let's go back into our chair pose. Grow heavy in that left foot. And we step that right foot back at a 45-degree angle, bending that front knee and arms into a T. Feeling the strength here. Repeating that mantra to yourself, I am. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, reach those left fingertips forward, and then coming into peaceful warrior. Arm extended up high. Remember, keep that bend in that knee. Right arm resting on the back right leg. Maybe you look up. And coming into pyramid pose. Inhale and then exhale our arms down to frame the left foot, turning those right toes up, and then stepping our back right leg up about halfway to meet the left foot. Straighten that front leg. Maybe you use your blocks here. Okay. Keeping that flat back. And breathing into that front right or left leg. Letting it feel good. Opening up those legs. And then slight bend in that front left knee, moving the blocks if you have them there, and then stepping that right foot up to meet the left. And breathing, bringing those arms up into extended mountain. And exhale, palms to heart center. Time for a little standing balancing sequence. So my mat keeps scooching up here. I think I'm a very forceful jumper when I jump up to the top of my mat, so I'm going to scooch that back a bit. So here, finding your mountain pose. Okay. We're going to start with tree pose. So go ahead and start growing heavy into that right foot. Slight bend in the right knee. We're going to inhale the left leg up, knee towards the chest, and then exhale it, turning it outward, and then finding your tree pose. Whether that means having your left foot kickstand against the right, like this, okay? Or you can find your tree pressing that left foot into the side of your calf of your right leg. Or if you have a little more flexibility and it's in your practice, you can put that foot on the inside of the right thigh, okay? Making sure we're turning that knee, okay, to the left side of the room, pressing that foot firmly into the right leg, making sure that our foot is either at the inside of our thigh, the calf, or kickstand down at the ground. You never want that foot on the knee joints, okay? That is no bueno for our knees. So finding your tree. Okay? And if you wiggle and wobble, that's okay. Trees are not stationary. I'm looking at one outside right now and it's swaying and blowing in the wind. So if you wiggle and wobble, fall out of it, that's okay. Maybe you inhale and then exhale, extend those branches, reaching those hands up to the side. Finding your drishti, your unmoving spot to focus your eyes on directly in front of you. Keep the eyes there. Keep the eyes there. So find your balance. And then coming out of it, nice and controlled and slow, we're going to inhale, turning that left knee back towards the front of the room, bringing it in towards the chest, and then bring both hands down and grab the front of that left knee here. And remaining balanced on that right leg. And again, wiggling and wobbling is a-okay. I am not very good at balancing, so right there with you. Okay. And if you're feeling a little frisky here and want to try out something a little more challenging, you can go ahead and grab that left toe with the left hand, and we can do extended hand and foot pose, straightening that leg out in front of us and breathing. Maybe that right arm goes back, look back. And exhale, bring that foot down, shake it out. We'll do a half sun A to rinse. So inhale, arms up, extended mountain, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, extended long, palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time, growing heavy into that left foot. Okay, the left side for me is even more wobbly than the right. So if I fall here, don't judge. No judgment in yoga. And if you fall as well, hey, we're doing it together. Smile, laugh at yourself. It's okay. It's perfectly fine to fall out of a pose. Just get right back in it if you can, or skip it. Okay. You do you, whatever that may be. All right, so we're gonna grow heavy into that left foot. Inhale that right leg up, knee towards the chest. Turn that right knee to the right hand side of the room, and then finding your tree, whether that's toes down on the mat, kickstanding your right foot, placing the right foot on the inside of your left calf, if that's your tree, or lifting that right leg up and putting it on the inside of the thigh of your left leg, whatever your tree is. Okay. And breathe. Finding your drishti, inhale. Exhale, maybe warrior branches. Or not. Sway, wiggle, wobble. Smile. We're having fun here. And we're going to inhale, coming out of it, we're going to lift that right knee up towards the chest. And maybe you just grab hold of the front of that right knee and you stay here. Challenging your balance. Inhaling. And then if you want to play and have a little fun with me here, go ahead and grab your right. See, I stink at balancing and I've been doing yoga for years and years and years. So hey, no worries. So you can grab those right toes if you like, and you can do extended foot and toe pose, straightening that left leg to whatever degree you can, or that right leg to whatever degree you can out in front of you. Maybe the arm comes out. Okay. See if you are better at this than me. It's really hard to balance and teach. I'm finding that out as I go. So again, we're just playing. Like I said, my left side is my weaker side. So my balancing is much, much more unstable on that side. Maybe you can gaze back. And coming out of it, shake it out. All right, and for our last balancing pose, we're gonna try to take some flight and try out warrior 3, okay? So if warrior 3 is not in your practice and you would like to, instead of warrior 3, so warrior 3 is when we extend our leg back up, balancing on the one leg. So if that's not in your practice and you'd like to maybe do standing splits instead with your palms down on blocks instead of having them up, that is fine too. So whether you want to do standing splits or warrior 3, whatever your body feels like doing right now. So let's go ahead and we're going to inhale our arms up and exhale into chair pose. Grow heavy in that right foot. Palms to center of the heart. I start lifting up those left toes. And then taking flight, coming into warrior 3. Extending that left leg long and back behind you. Tipping the torso forward. And breathing. Foot should be flat, toes pointing down towards the ground. And if you want to do half splits instead, you can go ahead and do that. If warrior 3 is not in your practice. Okay. And then we're going to exhale, bring that leg down, shake it out. Asana A to rinse. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, off the lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale into chair. Okay, growing heavy now into that left foot, lifting those right toes up, and then bringing those palms to heart center and extending that right leg back and extended long behind you, coming into warrior 3. Nice and controlled. Breathing. Or you're coming into half splits. Okay. Whatever feels good for you. Maybe your arms are at T here. Okay. Whatever works for you. One more breath in warrior 3. And then drop that leg to meet the left leg. Inhale, arms up, extend the mountain. Exhale, back into chair pose. Last standing sweep, We're going to bring it down to our mats now to slow down and cool down our breathing and bodies. So let's go ahead and inhale those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then we're going to take our feet to the wide edges of the mat, toes pointing outwards a little bit. And then we're going to come into a Malasana Squat. So we're going to inhale and then exhale, bend the knees and bring that booty down in between the legs, coming into Malasana Squat. And if you can't get your booty down as far as mine, if you want to maybe sit on the block, okay, that's fine too. We're going to push our elbows into the insides of our knees, stretching out those inner thighs. Inhaling. And exhale, come on to that booty. And go ahead and extend the arms out in front of you, and we're going to lower down slow and controlled to our back body. So exhaling down. And then a little constructive rest here before we do bridge pose. We're going to step our feet out wide, bring those knees together. Maybe you place one hand, the right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest, and let's just slow that heart rate down. Take a couple deep inhalations and exhalations. Coming into the final part of our practice. Shavasana. And for a little bridge pose, go ahead and bring those knees apart again. Bring those feet to their hip distance apart. Maybe walk the feet in a little more towards your booty. And then we're going to place the palms down by our sides, palms facing down on the mat. And we're going to lift the hips up into our bridge pose. Maybe you walk the shoulders a little bit closer together underneath you, lifting those hips up high towards the ground, squeezing the legs together. Bridge pose. And exhaling our sacrum back down to the floor. Hug those knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Rock side to side. And we're going to do one more bridge pose. So bring in those feet back down to the mat. Walk them in towards your booty, as close as you can get them. Okay. And then strong legs here. Hands down by your side. Inhale, lift those hips up high. Bridge pose. Squeezing those legs together. Active, strong legs here. Arching the back. No pressure on the neck here. Neck should be able to turn side to side, not putting any neck stress on that neck. Inhale. And exhale back down towards the ground. Hug those knees into the chest. Rocking back and forth, giving yourself a little massage. Feels nice and yummy. And then finding our supine pigeon pose. We're going to exhale those feet back down to the mat. Inhale, lift that right leg into the chest and then cross that right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Pushing that knee out towards the side of the room. And then inhale the left feet up off the ground towards your chest. And you can grab either the back of the left thigh here, Or if it's accessible to you, you can grab the front of the shin and then turning that knee toward the front of the room, stretching out that hip. Let it feel good. Breathing. Bring the mind back to the mantra that you set at the beginning of class. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am peace. And breathe. Coming out of it, let go of that left leg. Bring the left foot back down the ground. Have the right foot join it. And then left side, we hug that left knee into the chest, cross that ankle over the top right thigh, and then bringing that right leg up towards the chest, grabbing, using our hands, going underneath the calf of that left leg, either grabbing onto the back of the right thigh, or maybe you grab the shin and then we pull both legs in towards that chest, stretching out that outer hip. Remembering to breathe. Left foot should be flexed, protecting that knee joint. Inhaling. And exhale, both feet back down the mat. Coming into a supine twist. We're going to inhale our knees in towards our chest and then dropping both knees, keeping our legs bent, dropping both knees over toward the right side of the room, bringing your arms either into T or bending your elbows and finding cactus arms. That also works here if you have some tight shoulders. So we're going to inhale and then exhale those knees over to the right side of the room. Maybe turn your head and look over the left hand towards the left. That feels good. And breathe. Maybe you close your eyes. Inhale both knees up and into the chest. And exhale over to the left, finding your arms in either T or cactus. Gazing over the right hand, if that feels good. And breathing. Inhale, knees back into chest. Give your body one last hug of gratitude. Be thankful for this practice. Be grateful for being able to take this time to give yourself a little self-care and love. Squeeze all your muscles. Maybe you lift your head up so that your head comes towards the knees. Squeeze it. And exhale, release everything. Let it go. Legs go long and wide. Toes relax and pointed outward. Arms extended out long by your side body. Palms up. Let everything go. Completely surrender. Sinking the body into the earth. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Start to deepen the breath here. Bringing your awareness back to the room. Finding a little movement, wiggling your fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and ankles, awakening the body. Maybe finding a full body stretch, reaching those hands long out back behind you toward the back wall, reaching those toes to the front wall. And rolling over to your favorite side, whether that's right or left, fetal position. And gently using that top arm to lift your torso and body on up. Coming into a comfortable seat at the top of your mat, keeping those eyes closed. Hands coming together at your heart. And to close our practice, we will take 3 collective breaths of gratitude. Gratitude for this practice, gratitude for the community around you, gratitude for yourself, most importantly. Together we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, maybe your hands come up to your third eye center of your forehead. I thank each and every one of you for either just watching the video or practicing alongside with me. I'm very, very grateful. Inhaling and exhale, namaste, my friends, namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you liked practicing along with me and want to check out more videos, please subscribe, like, and share Weekend Wellness with Miss Beach. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend and namaste, my friends. Take care.